Why hello there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today, I'll be giving a first-time reaction to Sigue Sigue Sputnik. We're going to be checking out their song Love Missile F1-11. When I first got this request and saw the name Sigue Sigue Sputnik, which from now on I will refer to as Triple S, I thought, okay, I barely know what the name of their band means. Sigue, I have no idea, and that's already 2/3 of their name accounted for. Sputnik, I believe, refers to the space satellite. I'm not sure if it's even active anymore, but yeah, I'm very, very limited in my knowledge of who they are. After a quick Google, I found out that they're a British new wave group, which I also don't really know what that means. So honestly, I'm just excited to find out what I've gotten myself into today, because the entire point of my channel is to discover new music. And that today is all thanks to Frank the Supportive for making this donation request. As always, Frank, it is much appreciated. And thank you for your dedication to Keith there. I still have that mix cassette you gave me in 1981. That is so awesome. Now, let's jump into the song. Let's go. Oh wow. It's a bit of like
test. It's a test.
A bit of like cyberpunk action. With a bit of that like that glam style in the hair and everything.
Let me tell you about my mother. Let me tell you about my mother. Let me tell you about my mother.
See, I like this beat. It's like you have this very consistent but throbbing synth bass line. I'll figure out what genre this is. I mean, British New Wave was the label on Wikipedia. This song seems like a combo of like cyberpunk, synthwave, synth pop, maybe a bit of glam too, glam rock with the hair. The hair is always like the giveaway for me when I say glam rock. It's interesting, that's for sure. The echoing in the cavern. Oh, they're playing with the spatial component of their arrangement. Traveling. The electric guitar that's ripping like itself into this track from out of nowhere. It's almost like, have you seen those sci-fi movies where an interdimensional being rips space-time right in front of you, the fabric itself, and there's a portal that emerges and they kind of climb through? That's what this guitar solo is doing right now. was skeptical on the beat, but the beat is keeping me hooked now. A lot of sound effects in this. A lot. I can't tell if the shoot it up is meant to be a double entendre, like shoot up the missile, like the love missile here, or shoot it up like, you know, some other things you may shoot up. I'm gonna go with the first one. I love the glitching in the audio. It like adds to that rhythm. Super rhythmic. That song is like definitely full 80s vibe for me. And you know, if you've been watching my reaction journey on this channel, you'll have seen the various songs that I've listened to from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, so on and so on and so on. This has to be one of the most 80s sounding songs I've heard in a while. I guess that's what that new wave genre is all about. This kind of like hybrid between electronic, rhythmic, synth. I said cyberpunk at the beginning, but now I think it's a little less futuristic. Maybe for the time it was more futuristic, but the way I kind of think about it in the year 2025 is like, no, this is like the 80s version of what they thought was futuristic. And now being in 2025, we get to know like what is futuristic. But of course that goalpost continues to shift across time. So from a musical perspective, a lot of what I'm hearing I think would be novel for that time period. A lot of effects being thrown in there. You get sort of these almost like moments of a dubstep vibe that you would hear nowadays with a lot of dubstep and modern electronic music, but it doesn't fully go there. So you can tell that it is like sort of a stepping stone that bridges between a lot of like glam and pop and maybe even some rock sounds with the digital age, with some electronic elements there, all under the larger umbrella of space, because that's what it seems like their whole shtick is about. They love, seemingly, the idea of space travel. And again, my like space history isn't the best ever. Was the Sputnik involved in the space race? I mean, maybe it doesn't matter, but like to name your band after the Sputnik shows that you have a lot of love for the world of space travel. And just to bring up a random reference that comes to my mind, but there is a modern cinematic rock group who now they're starting to delve more into electronic sounds, but they're called Starset. And if you take a look at their discography, all of their albums, even pretty much every single one of their songs, have digital elements, all again under the umbrella of space travel, futuristic themes. It's kind of like an intellectual space that I love to think about very highly, like the idea of space travel, finding ourselves in contact with aliens, or, you know, just the future progression of technology as we know it, and asking ourselves where it goes. Kind of like that show that I'm pretty sure we all know about, called Black Mirror. One of my favorite shows ever. Oops. But yeah, in terms of the actual song itself, I love how consistent the rhythm is. It's just dun, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the entire way through. So it's a relatively like mid to high tempo song, but it's not only just consistent eighth notes. We actually have elements of syncopation, especially in the vocals that come out later. Totally not with it what I was expecting, and I was not expecting that guitar solo just like randomly in the middle. I still think I need to hear more from Sigue Sigue Sputnik to like get my like own opinion on them straight, because right now at the beginning of the reaction I was kind of a little bit hesitant to say like, oh, I like this sound, the beat was like interesting, but it didn't have enough bells and whistles around it to make me think like, wow, this is a standout track. And then as we progressed, it kind of built and we got some new moments that at least gave this track a lot of individual character. I can't think of other songs that really sound like this, not at least off the top of my head right now. So yeah, it was an enjoyable reaction. Definitely down to do more Triple S in the future. If you'd like to request a Triple S reaction, or any other song or band for that matter, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.